Congrats on that. You see what that meant to be away contingent there, to the whole setup as well. How big a lift is that for you, for the team, for the whole club?
I think it's a massive, I'm not going to shy away from that. It's a really significant moment and a day to cherish certainly in the recent history of the football club. Even if you take out this season, you look at the journey the club's been on the last 22 years, the ups and downs, the some highs, but some of the depths as well. I think for the supporters to see their club win in the Premier League at a club like Tottenham, a fantastic club in a stadium like this, against a team like that is a massive day for them. For us who've been involved in the journey for the last couple of years, it's a really significant day as well. To where the club was 2 years ago, to now be competing in the Premier League over the first games is a big step. But to now, of course, make that next step and to win a Premier League game is a really, really significant landmark in the journey. And of course, for this group this season, it's, as we've said many times, it's a relatively new group coming together, trying to adjust to the Premier League and the demands of the Premier League, adjusting, many of the players to a new club as well. It's a really significant step for them because we feel like there's been some good work going on since pre-season, really. There's been some improvement, certainly, over the course of the games. We feel like players are adapting and learning, and we've been competitive in lots of our games. But of course, for this group, until you take that last step and win a game, that's always going to be held over you a little bit. So to do that today, to do it in the manner that we did, and to do it against this football club's a really big day for us.
Then you popped into cheering popped into the dressing room. What did he say to the players, and what role did he play?
He did. Yeah, he popped in, and it was nice to see him, and he congratulated the boys. And yeah, we had his design kit on today, so maybe it brought us a little bit of luck. And everyone knows he's been an important part of the club in the last few years with the support that he gives us. So yeah, nice for him to be here today.
How did you coach that Tottenham? Did you sort of get a feeling that this could be the one of
No, I didn't have a feeling that it would be because of that. It is a really nice moment. Again, there's no doubt I'll come to this club as a 14-year-old and left home and have never went back. So yeah, it's nice to do it here. There's no doubt about that. My father was in the crowd, and lots of people would be very, very proud. So it's nice to do it here. The club that I've got great affinity for, but also it's good to do it against a really good team. I have to say, Tottenham, fantastic team, playing really, really well at home. Amazing atmosphere in the stadium. So to come here and do it, I think is a little bit, is more special for everyone. And certainly for me, it's a nice reflection as well.
Stuart.
Kieran, when we spoke to you on Friday, you kind of outlined all the various ingredients that you would need to get a result here. You certainly, I think, got a tick in all of the boxes, didn't you, in terms of defensive play, the defensive play, the man management, some type decisions going your way. Is that kind of how you envisaged the game plan today?
Yeah, I have to say, first half was pretty much spot on. We know, for a team in our context, the journey we've been on coming away from home to a team in this context and of this strength, that there's certain elements of the game that have to be spot on, and for us, with the whole season, really, we've built such a brave identity of play that we want to stay true to, but we also know it's a huge step up, and we need to be clever in terms of how we're going to compete for points. And I thought today our balance of that was really, really good. I thought we showed our identity in some moments where we pressed high in the first half and were aggressive and played with intensity and made it hard for Tottenham to build. We showed it in times where we played brave and built out from the back. We scored 2 goals, one where we controlled the ball with a lot of possession, another goal with a terrific goal on the counter-attack. We managed the game well. We controlled the set plays well. We used them to our advantage. Our organisation out of possession, our discipline out of possession was terrific, and the subs had a good impact. And Arrow made a couple of saves, and we were pretty clinical with most of our chances. So yeah, in terms of the ingredients that you need to come here and get a result, you need a lot of them things to go right. And I think in the first half we executed fantastically well.
Wasn't too happy with the way Ipswich took time out of the game. Can you say that's fair or strategic from your part?
No, look, we had some injuries in the game that you can't avoid. Yeah, of course, managing the game when you come to a place like this. They're fantastic at getting the ball and play quickly. Every restart, they get the ball and play really, really quickly, and they play a pretty relentless game. So I think any team who's going to come here and try and get a result, and certainly any team in our context, you're going to have to find ways to, control the intensity of the game, and I thought we done that really well.
Phil.
Amari, fantastic game really overall, the sort of intelligent running and the tireless running really.
Yeah, I thought he did really well. I thought him and Liam led the team really well on the top end of the pitch. And to have, two 21-year-olds doing that in the Premier League is a really good thing for the football club, as I've said before. So yeah, that was a big positive. I think, again, I wouldn't like to talk about Amari and Liam without talking about Connor Chaplin and George Hurst, because a big part of our season, being successful this season, was always going to be our more experienced players who've been at the club for longer, setting an example for new players or younger players. And if you look at the last away game, the way Connor and George played, they really set the marker down for this is the demands of a number 9 and a number 10 in an Ipswich Town shirt. And they've done that every single day in training. You do that, then you have talented young players in the building. The talented young players can learn from that, and I think that has rubbed off on the two boys. And Liam and Omari, I thought, did a terrific job leading the team today.
Congratulations, Kieran.
Thank you.
Tottenham have got a great record of coming from behind, especially here. Just wanted to know, how did you contain it in the second half, especially after Glenn Tinker was scored?
Yeah, I think we managed the second half pretty well. You know that the momentum 2-0, we've been here before, is a really tough scoreline, and you know that they're terrific in the second halves of games, especially shooting against that end, and you know that there's going to be some big momentum. But I thought we generally managed that pretty well. I mean, they've scored a good set play where they worked a block and got their spur man in. But I thought we defended well. We always had a threat or an occupation to get up the pitch. Liam kept the centre halves occupied. Omari carried the ball up the pitch. So it never felt like we were completely pinned into our box. It didn't feel like we were getting carved open and they were creating big chances. It was more, they had some pressure, they had some set plays, and of course they scored one of them, which can happen. So yeah, I thought we managed it well. They put lots of forwards on the pitch and they pushed the game well. But I think in general, the way we managed the second half, I think we deserved to get it over the line.
Yeah, you play Man United in 2 weeks' time. They'll obviously have a new manager, there'll be a lot of focus on that. What does this result do, do you think, to get to Portland Road crowd to play a match with that manager?
Yeah, I don't think it will change too much, to be honest. If you felt the atmosphere in Portman Road this season, it's been electric anyway, so I don't know if it can go up too much. Our preparation's been thorough. Our work day today has been really good. People can probably let their shoulders back a little bit in terms of enjoying, probably more so for the supporters, in terms of enjoying the season and looking forward to the game and not having it hanging over them of when the first win would come. But for us, I don't think it changes much to the process. We'll get the players back after international break, prepare the game as well as we can, and go and try and put on a big display at Portman Road against a great club.